Yep. Here we are. What's the plan? What's the good word? It's Sunday. Very shirt seems to be popping really colorful this morning. All right, we got our horror themes going on. Happy days. Got my hot coffee going. I got my cold Red Bull over there. I've been up like an hour-ish. Kind of up late last night. Not too late. What's up, Marty McFly? Gold dot. What's the good word? Do some partying last night. Staying up late. Going crazy running around or chilling at home. Watching a movie. Oof. We went to a park yesterday I hadn't been to in a few years, and man, worn out up and down the ski hill over and over. But not skiing. Ooh, the coffee is still too hot. Got a couple projects today. Not sure what I'm going to work on. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. My mother, especially. Well, to all mothers, but of course you got to give extra love to your own mother, right? My mom's birthday was actually yesterday too. So she always has it's easy to remember the birthday because it's right around that Mother's Day time. Sometimes they land on top of each other. But yeah, she got to go to my nephew's baseball game. My sister's got a couple of boys, no kids for me, but she's got them, so I get to be the uncle. And Grandma got to go watch the boys play baseball. So she had a great day. Need to those are all words I haven't seen before. Except for the you need a small forest axe. I like those words. Gransfors Brooks. I'm gonna have to look that up. Sorry to hear that, Mom or Marty. Gransford. I have not heard of that company. Give me a moment. We'll bring them up. I did order a ridiculous item that'll be coming in the next couple of days. What's up, Clint? It's a Swedish axe. Okay. Gransfors Bruck. There we go. Gransford Bucks. Do I get it direct or is there Appalachian Outfitters? Amazon. Let me just go to their actual page. Do you have one of these? Marty? Says they're the best. Get a council tool and save $200. What's up, Neil? Anything Emerson? Wave. They're fantastic. You have a small forest axe. Show us your EDC. Well, I woke up an hour ago. I put shorts. I don't have pants on. I have shorts on, but these are like out, like legit. I could go out in public shorts, not like boxers or something. I have not grabbed my carry for the day. So, we need to decide. Any tips to become a real man? Be a good person, live life, be kind to others unless they're complete pricks to you. Got yours on DLT. Marty has 2. I did bring it up right here. This isn't ideal, but it works for a vertical live. Gränsfors, Sweden. Small hatchet, wildlife. Ooh, these look cool. 170 euro. I can't do math well. What is 170 euro? Like 210, 220 American? That's direct that I saw on Amazon. $200 on the old Amazonian. Delivery by the 16th. I have a couple like Gerber hatchets, an axe. I don't use them too much. I mean, we go hunting, camping once in a while, and need to split a few pieces of wood. What's up, Greg? The Vander Flip. Ain't she? She's a real beaut, Clark. Got 4 of them, 2 small forest axe, 1 splitting, and their hatchet. Rado, what's my favorite movie? That's a toughie. So much out there. Then there's just so many good. You know, like it's almost like you have to have a favorite movie in different genres. You know, like you need to have like, what's your favorite comedy? What's your favorite horror movie? Stuff like that, because there's so much. I can say Empire Strikes Back could maybe be an all-around classic. But it's like also like, what are you in the mood for? Because you're not always in the mood. So is it kind of then like becomes like a movie that you could put in anytime, and it's like always going to be like Princess Bride? I could throw Princess Bride in and anytime and pick it up at any part of the movie. It could be 20 minutes in, an hour in, or whatever, and you could just jump in and enjoy it. You know what I mean? What's your favorite movie? My favorite genre is probably horror movies. I really like I'm wearing a horror themed t-shirt right now. I got my Jason mask. I mean, he's kind of staple to the channel. Half baked. It's a good one, Gabe. What's up, Ibrahim? Fred the Lug. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Yeah, see? That's a classic. There's so many quotable moments. And good morning to you. How was the show, Fred? I saw it. Fred sent me a text, a photo of him and Fook, which looks good. I could blast it on the screen right now, but it's on my phone, so I can't really do that. But it looks like they had a good time. Fred, you pick up a couple of knives. Tom was also up there. Anything Emerson Wave met up. So a few of them got to go to the show. And where was it? In Mass? Tom actually didn't know about the show, and then Fred mentioned it on my live yesterday, and that's how he ended up getting there, which is great. That's what this community is about. Interaction, information, hooking people up with cool knives you know about, or shows that you heard about from someone else, you know, and then they were able to go out. He did get an Emerson. What Emerson did you get there, Mr. Anything Emerson Waved? Fred did not buy any knives. Oh, really? You saving up for Atlanta then, bud? See you there in a couple weeks. Fook gave you the same knife he gave you. Gas stations are us. Yeah, dude. The Fook Dragon. Did you get a blue one as well, or was it? Because I remember when he asked me the Fook Dragon. He asked me. I think he was like, pick a color, blue or gold, or something like that. But yeah, awesome gas station knife from Fook. So he gave one to Fred too. He picked up a bunch of these. Happy Mother's Day. Absolutely. Boom. Scored a 2008 Emerson Commander Cold Steel Bush Ranger and sold your Buckmaster 184. You also sold one? How'd you do that? Are you just walking around like, got one for sale? How do you do that? Gonna carry my KDK giveaway Kaiser Kabox fixie today when you do some yard work. That's a nice little fixie for sure, Greg. Got the plain metal one. Gonna try to colorize it. What a great little inexpensive silly knife. Love the Migron Valona full size white G10. Oh, that's right. You got that one from Neves. Boom. Look at the drop. Oh, scaring myself. Whoop. Wow. Sucking today. Relax. Boom. I love it. You just get her going and just nice weight on it. Fun flipper tab. Huge fuller. One of the few white knives that I have not actually dyed. I think this one looks kind of cool, stormtroopered out, so I never really, it would look absolutely perfect, especially with that backspacer with just a red-black combo. I love the red-black combo, although that's the one and only white. Here's another Migron with that Kenman dyed red-black. Look at how cool that looks with that backspacer. So I could make it look like this. You want to get a sweet knife for 30 bucks. Migron right here. What is this called again? I don't remember. I apologize. But yeah, I have these on sale. They've been $30 for quite a while. D2 G10, nice little drop, flip out. Migron makes some good stuff. What's happening to my? You ever had your hands on a smock? Trying to remember. I don't think I have. I should check one out, huh, Marty? Spyderco. I haven't really found a Spyderco that I really like. They don't work well with my big hands. Emerson is new in the box. Not sure if you're going to carry it or keep it new. Any suggestions? And it's like, what did you say? It was like 10, 15 years old. And it's still new in the box. Tough call. Tough call. What's up, Robert? What pyrite was yesterday, Gabe? GITD pyrite yesterday? I did not know about that. 2008? Yeah, see, it's like it managed to stay in the condition it's in since 2008. And then you pick it up and rip it out and just start doing stuff with it and beat it up. I mean, I don't know. Did I get a downdraft yesterday? No, I did not. Although most of them sold out. Congratulations to KC Knives Fest, Tempest Knives. The downdrafts went on sale yesterday, the 10th, and sold most of them. From what I understand, most versions have sold out. Really great knife. I've been saving up for Atlanta. I do have a couple micro jets. They're great. Downdraft is an awesome knife. He's got one that's coming very soon, the Thunderhead from Concept. And I really like the Thunderhead. I wanted to get a Thunderhead. So I was kind of on the fence between like, oh, downdraft, Thunderhead. And I was kind of leaning towards Thunderhead. Then I also saw he's got another new one coming out soon, the Tornado, which is a smaller version. It's got a couple of these little line grooves on it. That one's really cool. And then his other one, the Mach something or whatever, where he's got the prototype is black with red accents. I really like that one too. So it's like I'm gonna probably get at least 2, if not 3 of these versions. And Mach 71. Mach 71 will be one of them. I'm kind of leaning now towards that Tornado. Although they're all great. They're all great. This Mach is built really nice. Mine is pretty much perfect. Came out of the box super sharp, right? If it works good for you. Fred says he also likes that Mach 71 with the special black and red. Yeah, I'm excited to check that one out. The black and red looks super cool. Casey's designs are really nice though. I like them. Every one that I've handled has felt nice. I really enjoy my Microjet. Can't buy them all though. Glow in the dark pyrite. Oh yeah, you were talking about that, Gabe. How much did they end up going for? Excuse me. Would you rather lose all your memories or never make new ones? Ugh. That is a deep question, Taylor. It's probably too deep for a knife channel on a Sunday morning. God, dang, that's tough. Would you rather lose all your memories or never be able to? You would almost, you'd have, in the moment, you'd have to say you don't want to lose the ones you have because you have them and they're fond. But living life is also living life, you know. Ugh. Tough choice. Tough choice. What's up, Ground Fog? How you doing today? I saw you. I brought up a window for Tri-States, and I saw you jumped on there. A Gerber will then be your favorite knife forever. And then you think about it in the way of memories of knives. Someone we know would still be carrying, oh, dude, this thing has to get primed. Look at this. Every time when I get it, I go to open it up, doesn't work. And then you do it a couple of times and prime it up. It's like I'm warming up the bus. Right? Now look. And now I barely touch it. Okay, it didn't open that time. But it's funny how like it doesn't open at all, but then all of a sudden it works fine. Memories are fragile, temporary, always in flux. Who wins? Wait, a crocodile? What? Oof. I don't know. Get a black and white G10 Finstow rock knife next week or so for birthday since got the Bologna already. Go for it. Your birthday coming up too? Me too. Everybody's got a birthday around now, huh? You going to the Marlboro one next weekend, Fred? Is there another show? I am a fisherman, Marty. I am. I haven't gone out. I didn't go out this weekend. The fishing opener was just yesterday or whatever. I do love bass fishing. I love walleye fishing. I love ice fishing in the winter. I love catching pike. I got a rig for throwing big baits for muskies. What's up, Shay? 19th is Greg's birthday. Mine's on the 30th. Shay's was on Valentine's. David, I have not made, these knives are purchase knives. I do some customizations. I haven't made any knives yet. I'd like to eventually get there, but I do mostly like custom stuff. So this handle here, where's my this handle here was just a smooth copper, and I did what's called a shipwreck custom to this, where we put it in a container. And you can watch, I have an entire instructional videos on all the stuff I do, dyes and laser marks and shipwrecks and things. And so in the video, you see me take this apart, put it in the container, add the chemicals to it. Here's the other one I did in that same video. This one's copper. Why am I not focusing? It's my lighting is being weird. Let me just do this quick. So here's the copper one. You put it in a container with like salt and ammonia, and my phone's taking pictures. I got to turn down my volume. People are already on the group chat for what's going on a Sunday. All right, let me adjust here. So yeah, here's a copper that has not been, anything is done to it yet. My hands have dulled it up. It actually was this color up here like that, but by holding it and having it sit on the table for a couple of weeks, it's already started to patina. Copper and brass will patina naturally, but you can also force that patina to go quicker. This is the Apta, Rough Rider Apta, VG10 blade, copper. Turned out pretty good. So yeah, David, I don't make knives, but I do customs. I'm working on this custom anodized scale for my Demco. I did the die job. This was a, I'm losing my mind. Jade. It was a Jade G10 handle, and I dyed it this apricot color on this Send Cuts. Here's a another Send Cut. This was a brown micarta, and then we dyed it blue and then weathered it so that the brown kind of shows through, kind of gave it this old beat up, aged, battle worn look. So I do customizations to knives. Here's an ano job. I haven't had a bunch of, that's fun. So this was all silver titanium, and then I anodized the blue, and then all the hardware I anodized in like a bronze secondary color. So I do stuff like that. I don't make knives. This is my studio recording. Those are soundproofing. Nice little computer setup with my screens for doing live streams. When I stream on my computer, I'm on my phone just doing a vertical live right now. But we have a lot of fun. We talk about knives. We hook people up with other people that talk about knives and go to shows. And it's a good time. So there's another gun and knife show coming up soon, he says. Fred's going to be in Atlanta. I'm going to be in Atlanta. That's Blade Show. That will be the first weekend in June. So that's coming up in about a month from now. Bass fishing's my jam. Yeah, Marty, of all the fishing, I would say bass fishing is probably also my top. I like to cruise and look for spots. So I like to cruise along the shoreline and pitch under logs and by rocks and topwater baits, spinner baits, jerk baits, and just kind of mess around. Senkos. I usually run 4 or 5 rods so that I can just instantly switch to something else. You know, like if I'm throwing something, I have a topwater rod set up ready. So like if we feel like it's the right time for a topwater, I just chuck one out quick. But I'll usually cover a lot of ground with like a spinner bait, and then depending on what you're doing, you know, I might grab that worm and throw that down and pop it off the bottom. But I like to be prepared for different situations and not have to tie as much when you're out. Muskie fishing is too. I've caught a couple. Caught one trolling. It was a 36 or so inch, just nice little muskie. I actually caught a tiger muskie. There was a smaller one ice fishing like a couple of years ago. It was like the middle of the day. Thought I snagged a pike, pull it up through, and it was like this like 26-inch tiger muskie. I was like, wow, first tiger muskie. I'm sitting there by myself, ice fishing. Like, still cool. Still cool. Gonna meet some people next week, and then Fred's gonna be doing a trek towards Atlanta. What's up, Brian? Meeting a few makers. That'll be cool. And hopefully making a knife. Ah, dude, Fred, keep me in the loop. I'm interested to see. Best Western Marlboro, May 18th, says anything Emerson Wave, if anyone's in the area to go to that. Dude, this copper one is sweet just as is. You're 100% right. I like the blade shape on it too. It's pretty cool. But I think I am gonna shipwreck it. I'm shipwrecking it. Anything Emerson Wave like the show yesterday? That's good. Give me a best advice about life. Take in every moment as if it's your last opportunity to do so. Time goes by fast, and if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. And that's true. That's 100% truth. I just ended up falling into a quote from a movie, but it's 100% the truth. Moments are fleeting. Sometimes people are too busy trying to like videotape or record a moment when they should just be living in it and just enjoying it and like soaking it in so they can hold it, cherish it for the rest of their life. But yeah, time and the fact that we're here and we get to be alive and do what we do and live a life is crazy. So soak it in, enjoy it, make the most out of it. Don't spend all your time wasted. Do productive things and be happy. Try to make the people around you happy. All right, we did it. Senko is a go-to. I always have my rod. I've got my bait cast. This is right there. Boom. Senko, ready to go. That is one of my 3 or 4 rods that I will have rigged, ready to rock at any moment. No doubt. Not sure it ever been. Looking for a blade show in Sturbridge. £60 muskie. Dude, muskies get so big, it's wild. Bob Ross quote, for sure. Think I'm going to retire again and just live? Fred's going to retire again. My dad did that. He retired and then got another job because it's like, what do you do? You retire to find something to do with your life, and then maybe you get interested in something. Now you're working. Do what makes you happy, right? I feel like I would get bored. Like you'd still be working, you know what I mean? KC, what's up? Congratulations on the sale, the downdraft. We were talking about it a little bit ago. 3 aluminum downdrafts left, 24-hour sellout would be awesome. So if anyone still is hoping, there is 3 aluminum downdrafts left. If you have a link, Casey, you can go ahead and post it. But yeah, we were talking about it before. Congratulations again. New release, sellout in less than 24 hours. You have 3 of them left. You sold out in less than 24 hours. That you already done it. You've already done it. That's awesome. Super awesome. I retired during COVID, and after 2 years, wife said, "You need to go back and get a job." There you go. If anyone's interested in those last ones, www.tempestknives.com. Yeah, I would assume, Casey, you held a few of them to bring to Atlanta as well. I would guess. 3 aluminum ones waiting on a laser pattern. Sure. Why wouldn't you? Kathleen says, congrats. I've fast talked Marty into ordering the Sage 5. There you go. See it? The community is always bringing people together, showing people some cool stuff. I think KC is the first person that I noticed talking about Rosecraft and Finch. And now I have 6 Rosecrafts and 1 Finch in my collection. So it's like you see people, you see stuff that they have. They're showing off things that they like. You can check out things that they like. Maybe you like them too. I love it. I love it. Anybody do gardening, planting some stuff for the summer? I have 9 hot pepper plants, some cucumbers, and some gold bar zucchini squash. I have most everything planted. I picked up a couple more things yesterday. I'm going to go finish planting them sometime today, probably. I don't have a lot of full sun in my yard. There's lots of trees, so I don't always get a successful growth and size that I maybe could if I had a lot more, I love hot peppers. I like making sauce, but hot peppers they could do full sun all day long, and you can just blast them and they'd love it. And I don't get that kind of you need to get one of those 3-2 laser and take to blade show as an example of your work. That Kathleen, she's a smart one, huh? She's like, go and buy that 3rd one quick, or one of those 3 quick. They're silver though, right? They're silver aluminum, and that's aren't they? The aluminum ones are silver, right? Because that's the only thing is if aluminum does a really, really good white laser mark. And so white on top of silver doesn't always. I do have this one. I guess this is an example. The CJRB Agave. So this is a silver aluminum handle. And I mirror imaged the agave plant image. And then or not mirror, negative. Like I took a negative of it. So the laser mark is the actual white, and like the little tips and the lines are what color the handle was. Because silver, you can't really, or on aluminum, you can't really get a good black laser mark. But you can get a really good white one. And so we could do some cool kind of a reverse image like that. That's a thought. It's a thought. See, and then I'd sell it. Try to make money off of KC's new knife. That's not my style. Although that is a good idea. It's blasted. I might get yours textured with speed holes. Not sure if it would look good, says Sterling Stutz. That is a thought though, because I could bead blast it to give it a little more of a different finish, and then the white would contrast a little bit more. It's been really tough. I gotta tell you, it's been really tough. I told myself it's already a kind of a blasted surface. It was like, okay, I'm buying tickets to Atlanta. It's gonna cost some money. Buying a flight. I got a rental car, the hotel, all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, let's look at what we've got. How many videos can I make without buying anything? And I still can make 15, 20 more videos without having to buy more stuff, so I can save up and then buy stuff. In no worries, food. Yeah. Yeah. Might be a good Good idea. Like I said, what I was saying before, Casey, is it was like the reason I didn't get that the downdraft is because I was kind of holding out. I wanted to pick up a Thunderhead when it comes out. Then I really like the way the Tornado's looking, so I kind of want to jump on board with that. And then you go and then show this black and red prototype Mach 71, is it? Something like that. And it's like, bro, I want that one. And I'm not trying to put down the downdraft, but like the other two, like, man, that Mach and then the Tornado, those both look just sweet. So I can't buy them all. I can't buy them all. Had I not seen the new ones, then maybe it'd have been like, oh yeah, this looks great. It's got so many good things coming out. The Mach 71 speaks to me too, Sterling Stutes. The black and the red. How big is the Mach 71 versus the Thunderhead? Good question. Mach 71 next, then the Surprise, Tornado later. Does laser etching work on bare steel? Yes, it does. Do I have an example? Wow. I do laser marks and then I give it away or someone buys it. I have to have something, right? Oh, no, well, that's not bare. I guess I was trying to find something with bare metal. But yeah, you can. Like a steel, like just a standard bare silver steel, you could do a nice black mark on that, no problem. And if it was a bare aluminum, you can do a really nice white mark. Titanium, you can do black. You could do kind of a silver gray, maybe kind of an oily mark as well if you dial it in right. Didn't grab it because someone stole your card, so you've been dealing with fraud department. Gabe, I had to do that. Oh God, I guess it's probably been a couple years now, but my bank got hacked, and yeah, that's not fun. They ended up getting several $1,000s out of my account, but it was fun. Basically the next day when because I had to report it, and it was like, oh, we gotta research to see or whatever. Basically the bank got a hold of me the next day, and they're like, yeah, this is 100% fraudulent, stolen or whatever. And the way that they could prove that it was a fraudulent transaction is because they physically removed more from my account than the daily allotment allows. Like I'm not even physically available to take out $2,000 in one day, but they forced the transaction to happen, which then proved, even without a doubt, that it's like, well, this isn't even a transaction that can happen. Apparently some of these hackers or whatever, they got like a dozen people at that bank at the same time or whatever, and it took months for me to get reimbursed for it. But I got everything back, but it was a hassle, and I had to change all my everything. Not fun. Not fun. Too many knives in your head to keep track right now. Like, which one's the size of what? Yeah, if you go back, Vance, Herne, if you go back, or you just go onto the channel and go into a search in my channel and just type laser, you'll see lots of different, pretty much all the stuff. I should maybe make that into like a playlist. But there's lots of them. I've done marks on blades, on handles that are of all metal types. The bank got robbed. Well, they basically, there was like a dozen accounts that they pulled a several $1,000 amount out of all at the same time. So like they hacked the bank or whatever, and then were able to withdraw from like a dozen accounts. I don't understand. All I know is it was nice that within a day they basically got a hold of me and said, "Hey, we don't have to research this anymore. We were robbed. You were robbed. You're gonna get your money back or whatever." It took 5-6 months before I actually got all that money back, though. It was wild. These days, it's amazing what people can do. You know, hackers and stuff, and just all the different, the toll road scam, which was funny. I almost got me because I'd never heard of the toll road scam. And then of course I go to Texas, and then like a week after I went to Texas, I know I took some toll roads, and it's all the signs say you go online and you pay. If you don't go online and pay, you'll get a letter in the mail and with a bill, and then you pay it. And it's like I'm getting an email or a text, and it was like, you have a late toll and you must pay by tomorrow or your fine will be $100 or whatever dollars. You know, it's like, what? I'm like, that's not how that toll's supposed to work. But it was just happened to be right after I used a toll, which I haven't used tolls in a while, you know. But that's another scam out there that some people just don't spend the moment to stop and take a breath and read the text again or whatever, because sometimes it'll be like, oh, fraudulent account, go and change your password or whatever, but now you're just going and giving some other, you know what I mean? The scammers these days, it's not great. Not great. So the Thunderhead is 8 1/4 overall. Mach 71 is 7 5/8. Really? So the Mach is that much shorter, but it looks huge because it's beefy. It's a wide chunk. What's the width of that Mach 71? You know, or you know what I mean, like this way, finger to thumb, because it looks like it's a beefy boy, which I love. Big old handle on there. Two left. 2 to go. They're going to get picked up quick. So I might have missed it, Casey. Are you going to have a few of them available in Atlanta then? Do you have a plan with a couple of those of some other styles and stuff in Atlanta, or did you basically just sell them all? Or are you going to have a couple that are just on display, or? Currently, your Thunderhead's at Severs. Do you want me to have them send it to you to review after? I mean, sure. I still have a chance, says Kathleen. Right? Yeah, the bank maybe should have done something. Dude, the fact that I got it back. Eventually, I got it back. If I was like living like day to day and dollar to dollar, I'd have been hurting. The best thing about the 71 is how light it is. It's unbelievably well done. Excellent. Lava lamp's finally about ready. Yeah, I mean, I turned it on. It's been like an hour. They're slow to start up. Not if I snipe it. 71 blade is 1.25 inches. Handle is 1 1/8 inches. What's up, Mo Petty? So he will have some of each to at least show at Blade Show, but not many. Go there early, go there quick. You walk in the door, you go a little forward, you go slightly left, And he's right there. Boom. I'm good, Patty. I've been busy doing stuff, living life, having fun. Sore. At KC, I went disc golfing at this place called Elm Creek yesterday. It's basically like a ski sledding snowboard hill. And so you basically go down the hill, throw back up the hill, throw across the hill, back down the hill, back up the hill. And it's 18 holes, but you're walking up and down and it's like, ooh, body's a little sore. I should have been entitled to a little interest in what? What did I miss? Selling a few prototypes, including some downdraft prototypes. Nice. KC did have a thing. He put it up early for some of us if we wanted to pick one up to review before they went out. But again, I was looking at the other ones that he had coming, and that's why I didn't jump on it. I did something like that at a ski place in West Virginia. Yeah, it's fun, but luckily it's not a super big place. It's more of like a snowboarding tubing park. But some of the holes are super fun because you get to throw down this hill and you're throwing way, a couple hundred feet down. So you literally take your putter and just kind of just go like that, and it'll just floats all the way down. I meant when the bank gave back your money, you should have gotten some interest on what they paid you. Yeah, maybe. It was, without getting into it, I made it seem pretty straightforward. It really wasn't. It was because it was like, it was very complex. I mean, because I had to file a claim, and then I had to, it was wild. Because I noticed the thing was happening, and then I closed the account, and they had gone in and changed all these accounts so you couldn't access the accounts. And so then I tried to change my password, and then it worked. But then what happened is they called back and then changed all the passwords again, and then tried to take out more money or something. I don't know. So I ended up having to file a couple of claims. Then it's like, oh, there's a claim, then they mail you the check, whatever. It's just, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. Then, of course, the check got lost in the mail. And as soon as you decide to cancel the check and have them send you a new one, the next day is when that check will actually then come in the mail. Like 30 days late, you decide to cancel it, and then, oh, there it is. But now it's no longer a check. Now it's just a piece of paper that you voided and canceled, and now you got to wait for the next one, kind of a thing. It was a mess. I got a downdraft because missed the one I wanted because a customer came in shop. Oh, and you weren't able to grab the one? Which one did you want and which one did you get? What's up, Kevin Smith? And super excited. That looks like the shelf that he made for me. The shelf for a shelf is going to be delivered tomorrow. It is in Minneapolis now, which is where I basically live. And it says it's scheduled for delivery tomorrow. I'm expecting it to go on this one right here. This space is actually a little bit taller than this space. I didn't make them all exactly the same height. I gave this one I thought the top one looked cooler being just a little bit bigger. And so that one makes this one, if you look, the height of that right there, if we go down here, it's about an inch narrower here, and then all the bottom three are all basically the same. But the thing is this shelf here is not a movable shelf. All the other ones you can move and have them go up and down, but this one's kind of like a support shelf, so it doesn't move. So I don't mind the space, but what I'm getting at is because this one's a little narrow, this one's a little taller. The one that Kevin made is taller than this. This one's 5 shelves, 1 inch high each. Let me rotate easier to that. So that you can see 5 levels. I actually don't have anything on the top level right now, just the bottom 4 levels and then the face in front of it. But each one of those is 1 inch of rise. So you're talking about a 5 inch tall shelf. I've got the one I did over here with the Kaisers on it. These have a 1.5 inch lift. So if you look, you'll notice I can see some shelf above this knife. You know, some of the knives don't go all the way to the top of the shelf, so it shows them a little bit more versus this one. Pretty much all of them go all the way to the top of that ledge, kind of overlap maybe a little bit, but not so much. So this one's a little bit taller, and I think, Kevin, didn't you say the one that you made, the vertical might be 2? I think they might be 2 inches of lift. So it might be a little bit taller than this one yet, but if I put it in that other shelf, it's going to be a little bit taller up. Gotta go later all. All right, Casey, nice to see you in here. Thanks for hanging out. Everyone go check out Knives Fast channel. Pick up one of those last available knives, downdraft. There's 2 left. So Kevin says 1 3/4 rise. So it'll be just a little bit taller than that. But this shelf is the same height versus the little bit taller on the lower one. I have in this one here a couple of these 3D printed. Where are the knives that were on there? Oh, it's these 2 send cuts, I believe. So I have these 3D printed shelves. I actually getting a couple more of those for in that right there. So I'll fill in that couple of spots so the whole back across there. Then we've got this one down here, still flat. And then I don't have lights, but I did order another strip so I can get lights in the bottom rows. But I have all those cool horror display knives for now. For now. I need a flashlight. And then all my Rough Riders. Bunch of Rough Riders back there. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that shelf down there, but once we get the lights on there, that'll be better. And then these here. So I like the display up top. Might change the display, but I'm not going to do a ledge there. But we've got one here. That'll be the one where we put Kevin Smith and Knives shelf number 1. Let me know. I can send you a few more if you need them. Well, Kevin, I appreciate the test. And so when we get that one, we'll put it in. We'll see how it looks. I'll probably absolutely love it. And then I'll probably want to get a mirrored second one for this shelf here. And then I can use those down on the lower shelf, or I don't know. I mean, ultimately, yeah, put one in every shelf so they all look really nice. But for now, I don't know, I'll get the one tomorrow, Kevin, and then I'll say, yep, I love it. Make me one more. Got to let me give you some money or something for it, though. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, Kevin does do cabinet making and stuff. So he's got a whole shop to make some really nice, well built. So that will look cool in there. Room's coming together great though. Wow, I look creepy from this. I need to listen to that. Good echo. Ooh. Look at how long well, I don't know what to do with my arms. They're huge. Cheers, Casey. Good luck with the drop. Yeah, he already's got the luck. It's already dropped, bro. He only has 2 left. In less than 24 hours, he sold them all. Congratulations to KC. The rug, dude, this rug really ties the room together, huh? Huh? The coffee table over here, right? It's already totally full. Why is the coffee table already full? The alder wood will take a dark stain easily. Excellent. So I'll get it tomorrow, I'll stain it, and then I'll be impatient, and I won't want to wait. And I have to wait because the stain has to dry. That sucks. That sucks. I hate waiting. My coffee is definitely not going to be warm anymore. Eventually, someone is going to ask about this. Right there. Eventually. He's like, ask about what? What did he just say? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably give him a little stain. You got a bunch of knives on that table project, bro. Well, we've got, yeah, all those right there are all my projects. Dye, laser, dye, weather, dye, ano, dye, acid etch, dye, acid etch, dye, dye, gross, dye. I'm going to cut the blade shorter, mod, sandblast, laser mark. I've got this stupid Remet. Oh, I can't even open it because I half took it apart. This thing here, I can't get, I've heated it, I've tried, I can't get it apart. It's stuck. It's done. It's done. It won't come apart. If I can't get it apart, how am I supposed to modify it? And if I used a heat gun, I used a soldering iron. The only thing I can do now that I've done in the past is you take a Dremel and you carve a couple lines and turn it into a flathead bit, which I don't want to do. What is what, Mo Patty? What is what? Have you tried sending it a strongly worded letter? What's the box? Yeah. It's a thing. It's an instrument. Have I tried throwing it? I should throw it. It's a stylophone. Anybody know what that is? So what time is it? 9:43. I've been doing this Sunday morning lives. It is a thing. It's a stylophone. Look it up. Baba Booey. Wow, that brings me way back, bro. Wow. Like, remember when Howard Stern used to do like the New Year's Eve party pay-per-views? Good Lord. Oh my God. It's a long time ago. Long time ago. Yeah, I do vertical lives here and there for fun. I try to pay attention to all the other channels and lives and things. And I know like Sunday morning is a tri-state morning. He goes on at 10. I'll go ahead and copy his link for that. So I try to support the other channels. Paste. So there's that. there's Tri-States Live is going to be starting up in about 15 minutes. I'm going to be basically going for a few more here up until then or whatever, and then try to send people over to the spots, stuff that I know what's going on. But yeah, that Ramette, I've tried just about everything shy of cutting the notch, which I don't really want to do, but I might, you know, if I'm just gonna sit there with all the other custom stuff that I bought months and months ago. I get too many things to do and then too many projects, and it's not an excuse. It's just then it takes a while to get to all of them, and then you start working on one. And I mean, I started doing the scrimshaw, but it's hard to film the scrimshaw. I felt like it was boring, because you can't. You got to focus a lot when you're doing that. And when I start getting into like a painting or something like that, is what I felt like that's what I was doing. It's hard to kind of narrate. So I thought about maybe doing some more scrimshaw, but then like just filming it, and then I could maybe speed it up, time lapse a little bit, and then narrate over the top of that. Is a thought. Or just live stream and then not talk or read chat very much, but just continue to work on it. But it's hard to focus, talk about stuff, and then do an artistic micro drawing at the same time. For me, I know some people are just talented, can multitask things like that. You ever had a White River knife? It sounds familiar, but I can't picture any of them right now. What kind of, are they more traditional slip joint kind of knives, or are they, it sounds familiar, but I'm not. White River knives. Premium American knives. They have some at Blade HQ. They're fixed blades, yes. Where have I seen those before? Or am I just looking online? Probably. I've seen some. I like the way that looks a lot. With the fingered choil. I am a knife nut. Has Bradford vibes. Magna Cut G10. You have one of these? 169. Ooh, I like the orange accent. Boo. Just back up. Backspacer Pro, is that the name of the knife? There it is. Backspacer Pro fixed blade. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like the jimps. Orange. S35 VN on this one. That's cool. The upswept cleaver. Yeah, I saw that briefly. Let's go back here. This wild looking thing. Wow. What? Camp cleaver, fixed blade, black burlap micarta. Yes, sir. That is fantastic. Wow. Look at that beefy chunk. What's the size on this? 10-inch. We got cutting surface 5.6. S35 VN. What's up, Neil? Just checking out a few things here before Tri-State starts up. The White River Camp. Damn, that thing is rad. 254 books. They do have some interesting shapes. A lot of variety. Definitely has some Bradford vibes. Skinner. Oh, look at those jimps out on the tip. I love. Give me a jimpy tip. Right there. That is cool. That is cool. I want my next knife to glow. Yeah, Gabe, it's a cool little feature. I have returned. What did I miss? Says Eagle Scout. We're looking at some White River fixed blades. They got some interesting shapes. Did I just skip? I should be on page 3. Oh, wow. Some tactical hatchet. Sendero. What is this used for? Or designed for? Look at that big old finger guard. 9.125, 324 bucks. That's just a cutting machine right there. Exodus. They only have 5 pages. Oh, now we're already into the out of stocks. Ursus. They do have some pretty wild designs, a lot of variety. Actually, just go boom, search Google, and then go Exodus. Wow, it's thin. It's long, but it's thin. Give me a jimpy tip. You know it, dude. I know they're handmade, but that is expensive. They're like custom prices. Yeah, you know. Yeah. They have some Slippy collaborations with Smith & Sons. It's like a steak knife. It does have kind of steak vibes. Steak knife vibe. Gives me a steak knife vibe. And then there's this weird thing. Why? The knucklehead. Not, I don't know. These look like slip joints too, like these trapper looking knives, but it is a fixed blade, right? That is not. Oh no, it is a folder. Okay, it is. I was going to say this looks like a slip joint. That would have been an interesting, like if that was a fixed blade, it's like, why wouldn't you just make it fold? Because a fixed blade is stronger. That's a weird looking fillet. That's like a very specific angled fillet. Pretty much the only fixed blades you own. They really give me Guardian. Yeah, like Bradford. That was what I meant to type. Gives me Bradford vibes. Here's the Bradfords. You know, mostly fixed blades. I was talking to them in Texas. They make some cool stuff. Their newest thing at Bradford is they have this high carbon or high HRC magna cut, so it's like an extra 2 or 3 hardness levels up, which is pretty rad if you want to get a high hardness steel. Trying to find the one that I really liked. So many cool knives out there though, you know. So many. Back with a Red Bull. Yeah, definitely kind of a similar vibe, right? Might get a Montana Knife Co. for your next fixed blade. Montana Knife Co. I swear, why am I not seeing? It should have been on like page 1. It must be this one with the finger choil, and it just looks different in the picture. No, because I think it was a 3.5. Whatever. Something like a nice fixed blade like this though, with this finger choil right here like that. I like that design. I like that style. So Montana Knife Co. Uh-huh. Ooh. That is a cool looking blade shape. Right? Not sure if I like the orange and the black. What is the blade? Magna cut? Why wouldn't it be? I like that. That's cool. So are they out of stock all the time, or been seeing commercials for them lately? Where are you seeing the commercials? Looks like they don't have a lot in stock. They have 13 knives in, well, this one says sold out, so 12. Mini Speed Goat. 6 3/4, 3-inch blade, Magna cut, full tang with a wrap. Looks like they don't have much in stock, and if you look, it's only the orange and black. Everything else is out, and it seems that's all they've got. Like every single one of these, only thing in stock is one color, 1 of 4, 1 of 3, 1 of 5, 1 of 6. So their stock is extremely limited. Freeze out black. Yeah, see, only one of the available colors available. Interesting looking stuff though. All right, what do we got here?
Not married.
Oh, is he start?
Brother, me too.
Oh, he's talking already, but he's not live. All right. It's not live, but just about. Where am I? All right. I'm going to give you guys the link one more time. Feel free to hop on into the Tri-State Live. have some fun over there. I'm going to get some stuff done. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Thank you all for hanging out. Always a pleasure. Got some new brands of knives, a fixed blades to look at. Great stuff. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.